that. If you call me and you need a tool or whatever, you know, well, you know, we're not vengeful though. So, all right. Thanks, Paul.
I never know you to be.
Okay, thanks, Paul. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for nothing, Paul. You.
Yeah. So Linus was asking if we could extend tonight during a time period when he knows you will not be here.
That's BS. I already told him that I wouldn't be available after 5:30ish or 6. Yeah. So unless you want to go alone, but I don't know if that's.
That wouldn't seem appropriate, especially because I might get mugged.
Oh yeah.
And I know that your jiu-jitsu skills are probably.
If you got mugged, I don't like that would traumatize me.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know if I can handle that. You getting mugged.
If we have to pay $100 for the CPUs, we get the 24 gigs of RAM, the dual socket board, the 175 GTX 980, the $40 case. If we can get the SSD for $35 with no tax, and we can get the hard drive for $10, then we are going to be we're going to be $25 over. Over. $25 over.
I was testing them out, and one of them was defective, so I threw it away.
Okay, so it's
I only have 2.
So it's 2 drives for $10?
Well, yeah, you can have them for $10. It's fine. I'll get them for $10. I don't care.
Okay, I'm calling up Michael here. Let's see if Michael is going to come down from 250 to 175 on that there video card. If I could talk to him, maybe I can reason with him. I don't blame people for not picking up my calls. Must show up on the caller ID, like terrible person.
Hello?
Hi, is this Michael? Hi, I saw your Craigslist ad for an MSI GTX 980. Yeah, I'm interested, but I hate to be one of those people, but I only have $175. Are you able to do that?
Sorry, not at work right now.
I can come get it like tomorrow, like quick sale at least. It has that going for it.
I can't do 175, sorry. How many? What's them or just one?
I only have 175, so unless you wanted to do both of them for 175, it's definitely just one.
Sorry, I can't do that.
What's the best you can do?
Excuse me? For one, the best I can do is 20, my man.
Is what, sorry?
It's 220.
180?
220.
Oh, 220. Oh, okay, yeah, I definitely misheard you there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. I don't think that's in the cards for me right now. I really appreciate it, though.
Actually, we just had a tower come back.
What's that, sorry?
200.
200? I'm on a... you know what? I should probably tell you, like, sort of what's going on here. Basically, one of our buddies is moving away. He doesn't have a gaming rig. And everybody scraped together $500. That's all we've got. And so we're trying to get kind of everything for that. And basically, we've budgeted it out, and we've got 175 for the video card. Like, that's kind of where I'm at. And I can maybe stretch, like, another $10. Like, could you do 185?
You know what? I can do 185.
You can do 185?
Yeah.
Okay, that is incredibly cool of you. I think we can... Hold on. I think we can make this work. If we can get an SSD for $35, and I get the CPUs from the other shop where there's no tax, and we do 16 gigs of RAM instead of 24, then we're at $498 and 17 cents. Maybe I should have negotiated on the $2.50.
So far we've got like what, $2? Not even quite.
Yeah, $2 left.
$2. So we got about $2.
You're not gonna.
If I can get this guy to $7.50, then we'll have $4.50.
Oh my god.
If we drive 5 hours, then we'll have $14.50, which is probably enough to do something RGB.
We could probably do something RGB for free. Like if we just wanted to like be idiots and like find red things and like leaves. Fantastic.
No, it works. Absolutely. Cool. Yeah,
okay. Done deal. Pleasure doing business with you. Thank you very much. Does this have 2 drives in it?
This might have 2 drives.
Maybe it's like a RAID thing? Is that what the dual interfaces are for? Maybe there's actually 2 drives?
We'll have to see, but...
You know what's really funny is iFixit sponsored this, and we actually have to disassemble hard drive. Day 1, we have a thing. Well, 2 things.
With that, our day's sort of done now.
I think we got this. Yeah, well, it's 6 o'clock. Exactly.
We're just out getting food.
Yeah. I have food. Look, food. Brandon, food? See food.
Yeah, we're not doing scrapyard wars anymore. We're just getting some food. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so let's drive back to the restaurant that we are at right now.
Okay, so this is day 2, Scrapyard Wars. Day 1, Paul and I didn't really get any parts. No one's here from the other team, right? They can't hear us. Okay, so we didn't get any parts yesterday, so all the emails that I sent out was just casting a really wide net, just being very polite and trying to see if anyone would reply. I'm following up with all those people now, like, my house is on fire and we're all about to die, because we only have 1 more day of this. Tomorrow is pretty much Judgment Day, so pretty much we need to start parting things together, hopefully by the end of tonight, early tomorrow morning. So we're just gonna have to see if people respond to a sense of urgency and can tell in the tone of my emails that this is a matter of difficulty. I'm terrified.
I feel like we've made some real connections on a deep, emotional, human level with the people that we're trying to negotiate with, and that's important. We're getting the best deals.
Sorry, but I'm trying to get rid of the whole computer, not interested in partying out. Screw you!
Kyle has some strategery he's working on right now. We'll see if that works out. I'm not really sure.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
You're literally cleaning your car.
It's important.
In day 2 of Scrapyard Wars.
We need to be able to see clearly out the windows to the computer hardware that's outside.
You should not have Windex in your hand unless it's for a side panel window. Damn it.
All right, first stop for today is Fullerton, California. Lovely town, established in 1898.
Get to the...
Get something in hand, very minimal investments, and we're really hoping there might be a power supply in one of them that's usable too.
In other news, I just got a reply from the dude that has CPU and motherboard. It's a K-SKU. I can't even remember. Probably a 2600K. It's all aboard right now, but it's a good CPU and motherboard. And this is a guy who didn't want to meet us at lunch because on his lunch break from work because he said it was going to take too long to disassemble the system. I told him that I'm a full-time system builder and I could provide any assistance if possible, and he said that won't speed things up. I just need to unscrew everything, including my specialty mounted liquid cooler from the board. Can you text me at this number? So we got a number from him.
Okay.
That's good. So
That's
faster
good.
Communication.
Yeah.
He said that would be faster. I might be able to work something out.
I'm okay with you.
We're okay.
You know me. I mean, I've got so much stuff listed on Craigslist. I have so much stuff listed on Letgo and OfferUp. That afterwards, I'll drop the price. And
You just gotta clear it out. Yeah.
Are each of these $10, or what's actually the pricing
For this
on?
working one,
Seen it. I don't want charity.
25.30. For this, 10.10. That one, 5.
Do you know what's inside of that, by the way? Like, it's an XP?
There's a modem in there.
Yeah, here, look, guys.
So it's also potentially a proprietary power supply. So the power supply will not work for us. It's proprietary, so it doesn't have the. We're trying to part out an entire system as quickly and as inexpensively as possible. This is the basic game. So the hard drive.
But I do appreciate you contacting me. I do appreciate you following up.
Of course.
I like people like that because I can drop the price and get rid of all this stuff.
Yeah.
My wife can be happy. I can be happy. You can be happy.
This is an ATX chassis. It could work. It's got a window, so technically we'd be able to put some RGB lighting in it and it would shine through. Nothing else is really usable. The hard drive's only 40 gig, and it looks like we don't have the correct pins or anything on that motherboard. Well, the motherboard's just super outdated. I don't even know what chipset it is. But the case looks good though.
This kind
The case could work. How much did you say for this one again? Like
$9.
okay.
It's very strange.
Once it happens, guys, I just get all this stuff
Yeah.
and stack it back in the garage.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So
this one doesn't have a
to be
window.
honest,
Yeah, it's
No worries.
when I haven't had a job for over a year, guys,
Yeah.
I tend to hold on to things and keep things over.
Feel you. Are you sold on this one or?
This will work. It's got the space we need. You know.
Is it a standard power supply mount?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a typical
ATX.
standard ATX power supply mounts.
Ah, that'll work.
What about this girl?
We like the window on this guy because that's one of the
I could tell his wife was just like, if you bring any of these home, you'd like, I'm gonna continue to be mad at you or whatever. So I offered to we can just take another one. Like the cases were in pretty bad shape. They weren't going to be able to be sold to anyone besides people doing something like this. Honestly, if you just to help you out with the wife situation or whatever, I'll take one of them if you just want to get rid of it and come home with a little bit less stuff. I mean, I'll probably end up recycling it, honestly, but I mean, if that helps you.
Take that one in.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, we can do that. All right.
Sir, for this guy right here, no change needed. Extra dollar is a sign of gratitude. Thank you so much. This is perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for right now. So,
Good.
yes,
It's such a good day.
you just made our day.
Success. We should just call it here. Good.
Yeah.
Should just taken his fully built system and just presented that.
It's a good score of 1.
Yeah. All right.
Picking up all kinds of RFID signals now.
Okay. Day 2. Not a lot of good communication overnight. But at least we have these really basic looking hard drives. So there's that.
Yeah.
So I heard back from a lot of guys on message about GTX 980s. 185 is definitely our best deal.
Okay.
This guy said 200. This guy's the 175 with the 5-hour round trip drive, which I don't.
I think we shouldn't kill it yet.
I'll
Don't close the communication line.
hanging.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll leave
yeah,
him hanging,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
just not very considerate.
A little bit rude, but it's fine.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, that's some of the bad news for today. The place with the bulk of the components, motherboard, RAM, tower, SSD, I haven't heard back from them since the afternoon yesterday. And I've emailed them at the end of the day yesterday and first thing this morning. And what I said was, we found the CPUs cheaper somewhere else, so that freed up some budget. And I wanted to take the tower for 40, the motherboard for 75, 16 gigs, not 24 gigs of RAM for 40, which is like per DIMM, that's the price they gave, and the 128 gig SSD. I didn't try to negotiate, I left it at 45 bucks. And I was like, okay, that should be 200 plus tax. I haven't heard from them, and they said once you place an order, it's a 1-day lead time. Yeah, we have much bigger problems right now. IT Recycle Pro is in Palo Alto.
If they respond, we could take a flight. Technically, flying is not against the rules. It is a transport cost. Transport costs are not within the fixed budget. Ontario Airport, Palo Alto.
Okay. You look up Ontario, I'll look up LAX. LAX is only about an hour and a half drive from here. How are we going to transport a server back on the plane?
Forgot I attached tracking dots to these.
You know what? There's a non-stop flight from 7:45 tonight to 9.
Do they have an Uber Chopper here?
Wonder how many of these.
Hi, this might be kind of a stupid question, but is it possible to charter a flight to San Fran?
From where?
From LA?
Yeah, no, it's not too good. What date and time are you looking at?
Well, that's where it gets kind of stupid. It would probably be today.
What time today?
So we don't know yet. Long story short, we're filming a thing, and there's a part that we'll know probably within the next hour or two. There's a part that we need, and the only way to get it might be to go pick it up in San Francisco. So we would need a flight up there and then a flight back.
Okay, how many passengers are we looking at?
Three. Sorry, there's a camera operator.
And just so you're aware, a lot of folks associate us with helicopters, totally correct. But for a trip like this, I'd probably push you towards an airplane.
Oh.
It's actually going to be a little bit more cost effective for you guys.
I've never flown in a helicopter. It would be super cool, so maybe I could get a price for both?
Yeah, absolutely. That's no problem.
I hate to do this to you, but can I have like kind of a ballpark? Like, are we looking at 2,000 or 20,000? Just so I know what I'm dealing with.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's round trip. We would need to come back. So we'd probably have to pay for an hour of sitting on the airfield, I guess is how that works, right?
Yeah. Let's see which operator we go with. Yeah, so it looks like it would be about $6,000 each way.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Does that seem reasonable?
That seems like if we don't have another choice, we're gonna have to go for it, so.
Alright, well, we'll see if we can bring the cost down as much as possible, and when you reconnect with us, we should have a few options for you, okay?
Okay, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye. Well, I think we need to explore other options. So, Virgin has a non-stop from 6:30 to 8 o'clock from LAX to SFO. So tonight is our late pickup night.
Yeah.
That flight is only $292.
Hey, fellas.
So if we were to get a hotel there, oh, you know what we could do? Here's a crazy thought. What if we flew there and drove back?
I was actually kind of thinking if we like check in the car here, say we need to pick it up again.
Yeah.
And just get it from the same guys and then drive back. So we fly out at like 5 tonight or something.
Yeah.
And then just drive back.
And it would be quite late when we'd get back.
Better for the server though.
Dude, we're gonna end up here all day again. Like, we gotta get out and get moving. We need some other... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call the guy with the CPUs. The guy who works at the, like, film studio. Maybe they have the rest of the workstation. And I have other good news. The guys that I called and talked to, who were willing to do the cash deal on the CPUs, but their pricing wasn't any better, those guys are local, Inglewood.
Okay.
So they haven't replied to my email saying all the stuff I needed though. But they're local and they said we could go there.
Okay.
Now I feel terrible because I was like, the guy that I've strung along for so long, was his name Justin? I'm like emailing him being like, yeah, what time can we come today? The earlier the better. Now I look like a total asshole. It's like, oh, we didn't realize that you're in a completely different city because we're idiots.
Just don't say that. Be like, we would like to present it to him like later tonight.
If we flew there at night, we wouldn't even be able to go into their shop. They'd be closed.
Yeah, there's earlier flights though.
Oh, that was the earliest one I saw. Are you sure the earlier ones aren't like 17 hours with like multiple stops? Yeah, they'll be closed for sure. Unless we were able to get on one 15 minutes ago.
Right.
Because I think it's like morning and then like evening. Studio guy's not picking up. I'm gonna call JE Components here. I can't believe I overlooked that. I spent all this time, like, basically we built the entire strategy around getting that bare bones from those guys. This is like not good. JE Components might be an okay alternative though. Hi, I called into you guys yesterday about, we're putting together, actually it's like a gaming computer, but we think we can use some server hardware for it. Okay, I did send you an email, but our situation has changed a little bit. We found a really cheap source for the CPUs, but we still need RAM, motherboard, chassis and power supply, and cooling, as well as a cheap SSD. Are we able to come in? Like, did you guys have just kind of random dual socket motherboards and some... We're actually looking for a tower chassis, not a rack mount chassis if possible. Sure, thank you so much. We're kind of desperate. Shoot. Honestly, I haven't found anything like as big and professional looking as these guys though. Oh, 12:30? And oh, that's in an hour and a half. That's not bad. That's from Ontario to SFO too. That's a good flight.
Yeah, we'd have to know from Justin like
how much is it?
$235. Yep.
Okay.
And then we'd be back by 6:30.
Hey Justin, it's Ash calling from our emails yesterday. if we were able to get there before 5, would we be able to get it today? Is it possible?
I think we could go ahead and make that happen. Email me your shipping address and I'll take care of it.
Okay, great, thank you.
Right there.
Okay, bye.
So are we catching the plane?
Hold on, we might have a slight problem.
Shipping address?
I didn't account for tax for the SSD in our budget. We're $2 over. I should have let you negotiate on the hard drive. Look, you were right and I was wrong. Do you feel good about it?
No.
Should we just show up and be $2 short? I don't think they're gonna let us get away with that.
No.
These guys are like kind of legit.
Michael might.
We're pushing our meeting out with him another day. Like, we're kind of screwing Michael. So we're screwing Michael and Omid, and we expect one of them to give us a $2 discount. Well, let's get moving, one way or another. Like, we don't have a choice.
All units within reported active narcotics sales. Please mobilize towards Flatiron.
There's no other flight?
Not really.
What time do we have to be at the airport?
12:20.
12:20 at the airport.
Yeah, so we have 45 minutes.
Can we get to Michael first?
Oh my god. And passports?
Here, I'm grabbing your iFixit kit. Let's go.
Where's Michael? Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Oh no, I have mine. Let's just get the f out of here.
Will these cases help Paul and Kyle tower above the competition? Will Luke and Linus make their flight, or are they destined to be grounded? Find out next time on Scrapyard Wars.
Meet Dashlane 6. We created Dashlane for the 3 billion people like you who live, work, and play online every day. Because digital life leaves behind a trail of passwords, payments, emails, files, and more that are all online, out of control, and unsecure. That's why Dashlane gives you one safe, convenient place for everything that matters in your digital life. Easily and securely.
Two teams try to build the best gaming rig they can for $500. The rules are simple. You work within the set hours, you buy the parts you use, and you can't use your influence as a YouTuber to get deals. Oh, and the best RGB computer gets a 10% score bonus. Welcome to Scrapyard Wars.
And now, we gotta figure out where to go next, because we were hoping by now the South Orange County option would be where we could go, but we discovered the motherboard was H61, which you can't overclock with, so it wouldn't be much point of getting a 2600K with an H61 motherboard. Also, it's ECS, which...
We've got a second guy, John, who has the same CPU, 2600K, but he actually has a Z68 board, which we could overclock with, and he's an Elisa Viejo, which is about the same direction as the last guy. So it could work out. I texted him, offered 200 for both of them. He hasn't replied yet. I'm just going to call him. Maybe, are you going to call your guy first, or do you want me to call my guy?
I'm sent to him. So, yeah, I'm sent to him.
Okay, we could honestly come by right now if you're available. We would probably be maybe 20 minutes or so, but obviously if you're not busy.
Yeah, we're open until 5 p.m. I can text you the address and, yeah, feel free to drop by.
Okay, yeah, just text me over the address and we'll be on our way.
So, Murray got a guy with the 2600K and the ECS motherboard that's H61, which we cannot overclock on. I asked him if we could omit the motherboard for a cheaper price. I offered him $160 for 2600K, 8 gigs of memory, which is dual channel, and 180 gig SSD, which 180 gigs, that capacity, I guess if you design his equipment, you're bound to be a target too. He seems like a pretty reasonable guy, but he also doesn't want to be ripped off, obviously, so.
Don't worry. Your secret's safe.
2600K just replied to our $160 offer and said, I will pass.
I think he's bluffing? Maybe he's bluffing.
Are you bluffing? Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
This is an industrial area or commercial zone, and I don't know. Again, it's going to be situation. They're either going to try to barter really hard and get as much money out of us as possible, or if they really just have a bunch of stuff stored and they want to get rid of it, maybe we can Maybe we can negotiate.
So we've come to a place. They have lots of parts, and they seem to be pretty reasonable prices, and they have some slightly older stuff, but not too old. So lots of options here. It's just a matter of what they have on hand.
The revelation of your second
trying to
child,
definitely get a
Spiderman
power supply right now, and they might have
the right
GPUs
term?
as well, which could be.
is a
We
reminder.
walked into the Alien place, or Alien place, the Alien warehouse. There were a couple people who sort of looked at me and Paul and kind of raised an eyebrow, like, I recognize you, and fortunately they weren't employees, so I think that helped, but I think, obviously Edsel also helped us and, like, kind of, like, nudged the guy, the fans, was like, shh, quiet X-nay on the Paul and Kyle say, or whatever.
Looking forward to the incredible work that we're doing in changing the world together. Your partner and friend.
Not ruining everything for us, so it all worked out.
White
They were mentioning
Spider,
some
huh?
talk of some fairly affordable 900 series GeForce cards, which definitely piqued our interest, I think. Very overclockable, that's indeed. And they've got power supplies, hard drives. They also have a Z97 board for like $50 or something. I'm currently trying to email a guy for a 4670K potentially. If we can get that hooked up,
That should do it.
So we just came out pretty fat with some components here. We got a power supply from Roseville, and we got a T4 1,000-watt power supply, so we've got some wiggle room there for power. T4 cooler, Z97 motherboard, no CPU yet, and also a hard drive. We got all this for what, $80? $80. So
This place is called Elion Wholesale, and we found them via a Craigslist ad for cases. And it was just like what we were looking for. A warehouse just piled with stuff, piled slightly old, and willing to make a deal for quite a few parts. So this definitely gives us some good. We spent less than $100, and we need to look at the big ticket items, so CPU, graphics card. Yeah, so we need Haswell. Coming through.
New suit, same old me.
Spider-Man, I think I figured out how Fisk's men are keeping his rackets running. Construction site.
Wasn't that shut down when he was arrested?
No, it's one of his legitimate businesses. Multiple investors. We can't act without cause.
But now you've got that, right?
That's why I'm hoping you can keep an eye on the location. Tell me if you see anything suspicious.
You got it. I'll be your nosy neighborhood Spider-Man.
Alright, I think it's lunchtime.
So right now we're meeting up with a guy named John, who, by some miracle, is selling his 4690K 4i5 for $140. Seems like there's no strings attached. I guess we'll find out when we get there, but that's putting us in even better shape than we are now.
Yuri, I'm at a Fisk construction site, and there's a lot of guys here who aren't exactly constructing.
What are they doing?
I want to go find out.
I think at that point we just need...
Just got a text from Doc. Looks like he attached an idea for a Spidey gadget. Man, does he ever stop inventing?
It's only, 1:30 p.m. and we're already getting a pretty decent CPU and a bunch of other stuff. So.
I guess I could have just waited until I got in the car. Yeah. So he said he was running at a 4.4 to 4.6, which is
at 1.3, 1.2 volts.
1.3 volts.
Wow. This looks like it could work.
Okay, so we're looking at GTX 980 Ti's at this point. We only have about 170 to 200 bucks to spend. 200 really, if we need to, we can return the RGB LEDs. I'm down to do that for a 980 Ti. I'm looking right now on Craigslist. They're all like $300 and up. But I pretty much have crafted an email that I'm sending out to this guy saying, hello,
awesome.
I can give you $200
Doc would be proud
for the GTX 980 Ti, and I'll drive to you. I know that's a pretty low offer, but that's literally all the money I have left, and I need that card more than anything. If you've ever wanted to pay it forward to a fellow bro, this is your chance. Take it before it's too late. And I'm planning to copy-paste that to all the GTX 980 Ti owners on Craigslist right now. So, we'll see what happens.
Nap time.
I hope there's no one who's, like, selling more than one of them and gets a message from both.
Oh, RAM update. So RAM guy, the guy who had all the RAM, that's why we called him RAM guy, he actually came back finally after all day of silence. He was like, I can do it for $20. So that's $10 off of other RAM guy. So I'm going to cancel other RAM guy and go with primary RAM guy and get it for like $10 less, and then we can put towards a better graphics card.
You know, Kyle? That's ramtastic.
Okay, so once I convinced Linus and Brandon that it might not be the worst idea to get on a plane and go to Palo Alto, we took off. I had to get us to the hotel immediately. Once we got to the hotel, I threw the car in park, ran inside, got all three of our passports, and we made it.
Wait. Hold on.
Sleep it off.
This guy has a phone number. I'm gonna call right now. This guy has a phone number. This guy has a dual Xeon workstation.
SSD, keep that in mind.
I know. He wants 450, but we don't need all of the stuff. Hi, I'm calling for the listing that Matthew there puts on Craigslist.
Alright.
It was for a Z800 dual Xeon workstation.
Alright, and your name?
My name's Ash.
Ash? Let me transfer you over to somebody. Actually, but I have someone else who can help you out.
Great, thank you.
Hello, this is Tim.
Hi, I'm calling about, I think you guys actually have more than one workstation listed on Craigslist. Okay, it's a kind of a long story, but I am in kind of a bind here. So, here's what I need, basically. RAM, a dual socket motherboard, and like a case power supply, cooling solution. And in a perfect world, if you guys had like an old SSD, that would be amazing as well. That would be super amazing. So I do have to know. Okay, great to meet you, and I really hope you do. I'll get it for you. Super duper awesome.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think we just I'll give you a call back. I'll see you within.
That would be perfect. Thank you.
Okay, alright.
Okay, bye. Okay, so let's just start driving towards the airport, and then if we hear back from the local workstation guys, then we will stop driving towards the airport. But basically the next hour, we either win this competition or we lose. And like, we have nothing. I can try.
More of
I'll try. If that's what it takes, I need this system. Okay, it's been 19 minutes, I'm calling.
Spiderman, turns out we busted 4 illegal firearms dealers within a 3-block radius of that site.
Gun running. Let's see what I can do to cut down the supply.
Hi, I'm calling for Yeah. Wait, oh, I'm confused. Maybe I dialed the wrong number. I'm sorry. I'll have to try again. Sorry. Okay. I just called. I don't know who I just called, and I don't have the number for these guys anymore. Oh my god. Well, Tim, I don't know. Okay, no, I remember what I searched for. I searched for Xeon. Well, there's your 20 minutes. This is, like, not funny anymore. Like, I like the tension for the sake of the show, but... Well, this is it. Oh, shit, I called the wrong number. I have no idea who I just called.
May I help you?
Hi, I'm calling for Tim.
For Tim? Is this... What was your name again?
My name's Ash.
Ash, yeah, right. Sorry, just one moment. Let me go grab it for you.
Awesome, thank you. I'm so sorry to call again. Apologize for me, please.
No worries. You're fine.
So our PC guy, he's at the out right now. He's going to be back probably about 30 minutes. And he said that he can double check the computer because there's a few things he'd have to check before we can sell it. But that we may have one. I don't know how long you're going to be in town, but I have your contact, so I can give you a call as soon as he gets back to check it.
Okay, I pretty much need to drive there right now. It's like, really, it's a very long, really stupid story. But, so like, is it like, so, okay. So if he's giving me the go-ahead on that my pricing is not totally unreasonable, Can we just come there? We're really techie. We could even test it for you guys, so you don't have to hassle around with like whether it works or not. And we're not asking for a warranty or anything like that.
That I'd have to find out. I think the price would be a little more. It'd probably be closer to like 3. But that I would have to talk to him and make sure.
Okay. Hold on. Let me pull up my spreadsheet. We're working on a really fixed budget here. Closer to. So would it be 300 with the SSD and CPUs?
Well, the one unit that we have, it doesn't have a CPU inside, and then the other one, it didn't have a hard drive either, so it'd be without them.
Okay.
But as soon as he gets back, I can have him contact you guys to, kind of see where you're at.
Honestly, I have to know in like the next 2 minutes. Could I call his cell and see if I can work something out with them?
Yeah, if you want to do that, and then, just, give me a call back or something.
Yeah, sure. Could I get his cell number? I'm so sorry.
Well, he's actually driving right now, so he's not even in the office.
Oh, no.
Yeah, as soon as he gets back, he'd have to check with the specs and then, the clean process to make sure everything's, white and everything's on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What time is your flight?
Basically, like, if we can't get something done with you guys, we have to go try and put something at the counter and walk on, like, immediately.
He can't take us all!
Like, we're in the parking lot.
I'm pretty sure. I know that's probably ready to go, but that's gonna have, the hard drive, that's gonna have, like, everything in there. It's gonna be closer to our price that we have online, which I'm pretty sure is over, like, 300. I'm pretty sure it's closer to, like, 4. That's what this is, like,
Spiderman! Teach him some respect!
We can't do that. Like, we can Frankenstein together something is much easier and better for us. Okay, I'll just have to let you know if anything changes.
More of it.
Okay, thanks anyway.
We have 8 minutes.
Spiderman, turns out we busted 4 illegal firearms dealers within a 3-block radius of that site.
Gun running. Let's see what I can do to cut down the supply.
We don't have a system anyways, and we just have to go to Michael and
Just go park. I'm gonna call Michael right now. I thought these guys were gonna come through. It seemed like we were pretty close to being able to get something done. Like, I don't think we can solve that. It's like, we're still $2 over, even if everything goes according to plan. Hi, Michael? Hey, having a rough day, to be honest. Are you in the shop right now? Are you able to... Basically, every other deal we tried to get done here is collapsing around us right now. You had said you had decent towers that we could put the video card in for, like, pretty affordable. Like, what kind of specs are you talking?
Dang, looks like they called their buddies.
We'll have our asses, don't take him down!
How much would that be?
Oh, hey, more guys. Welcome to the party. House rules. Leave your shoes at the door. Unless you're not wearing socks, in which case, buy some socks already.
So we would still need... Can you... Okay, this is going to... this might... Long story, we have to build the best computer we can here for 500, and we had a lead on a 980 Ti for 300.
Anyone want to surrender? No?
120 would help a lot. You have just saved our day in a lot of ways, but won't be clear until all this plays out. We are driving right now. Wow, okay, so just to confirm, 3770, 8 gigs RAM, some motherboard,
We can't let him beat us!
yeah, okay, that's cool, that's fine. Do you have a model number for it by any chance? Okay, just go Dan. You've done enough. We're on our way. We're coming. Okay, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Holy, we just got CPU, motherboard, RAM, SSD, and case. Oh my god, I don't know. Oh god. Oh my god, I hope these include a power supply. $200. So worst case scenario, we take the 980 also from Michael. We get everything from one source. And we still have a 3770 with the GTX 980. But if we get, I'm going to start following up 980 Ti leads. So the good news is I don't actually know how much time we waste. Yeah, we wasted 40 minutes to Michael's.
Place is locked down, Captain. Actually, webbed down.
And someone finally reported shots fired, so I've got officers inbound. Good work.
And just to know that we're not...
Fisk has more construction sites throughout the city, vetting their fronts too.
Okay.
Keep an eye out, and report in if you see anything
now
suspicious.
I get to send all the asshole emails. Okay, well, I'm going to let Justin down first, because we're definitely not going to...
If I'm going to find all of
Whereas
construction sites,
I'm still going to follow up the workstation lead.
calibrate my mapping software to be more accurate.
We can get the dual
Using a depth
CPUs
map
done, so I'm gonna keep
post-process on
in.
photos of popular landmarks should do it. And I know just the one to start with.
Hey Justin, I feel terrible, but we just found a 3770 gaming CPU for...
Is it okay?
Really, no, I doubt it. For really cheap things. We're doing that route instead. You guys were awesome, and I'll recommend you to everyone I know. Hi, is this Anthony? Yeah. Hi, I'm calling about your 980 Ti on Craigslist.
Oh, okay.
Can you...
Oh, I actually just loaded.
Good old Empire State. Man, I love
I
this
offered
town.
this guy 275.
Time to grab a snapshot.
And he said, thanks for the offer, but as it stands, I'm still offering the cheapest 980 Ti. And he was right. What if I say, should I just send straight to our limit? Just go, okay, 290?
That'll do it. Map should be recalibrated now.
Do it.
I would
Haven't done much photography since quitting the Bugle. God, how much I enjoy it. Should keep an eye out for more landmarks to shoot.
Okay, but we don't actually know that we're getting that hard drive. We know we're getting the SSD. Like, you might want to, like, Michael's already doing us a lot of favors here. I don't think he owes us a hard drive at this point. I want to offer 290. I want to get a card. And
Give us a sec. Let's do Michael first. We're like right here. Let's just see what we got.
I feel like I've been in that car forever. Okay, so we're getting our first shot. Let's go in and see.
Mr. Lee! Hello?
Peter, it's Martin Lee. I just wanted to let you know we need a little extra time to get set for May's party. I guess the cake delivery is stuck in traffic.
Oh, sure thing. Just let me know when you're ready and I'll swing by.
Great. Talk to you soon.
Oh my god.
Okay, got some time to kill. See what's happening out in the city.
It says 215. I'm free right now. 215 for 980 Ti. If we get this card, we win. Scrapyard Wars. I do not think Pirates are getting the 980 Ti. I mean, they might say like SLI, but dude, this is an 980 Ti and double standard. This is a freaking miracle if we pull this off. So I tried to get some cheap SSDs. Honestly, we just got the $45 one from Microsoft. if we're going to get this 90 Ti for $250, we need to return some stuff that we bought. SSD is a place where we cut corners. If we can just get a 32 gig or even 64 gig for less than $45, and also the RGB LED, I just pay for that on Craigslist to see if we can get his strip, and not him two strip, but his LED strip and a controller for $10, which is half the cost. It would save us some.
Hi, Mr. Muggins. This is about the rent.
Mr. Parker, this call serves as your third and final warning. Eviction proceeding.
Wait, I get paid at the end of the week. I get...
Eviction proceedings will start Friday unless full payment is received by close of business. Good day.
Yeah, good day.
Wait, stop building? No, right? We just require a higher to replace the ad. And a bunch of items including HDMI cables. Don't care.
All units, we have a vehicle pursuit in progress. Reported location is Murray Hill.
Yep, that's a high-speed car chase, all right. Hi, Mr. Lee.
Hey, Peter. We're all set for the party whenever you're ready.
Cool. Long time no see? Well, that's just rude. Here's your stuff.
Coming out of here, then I can replay the codes on this end, because I got the extraction tool to switch them around and match up with the proper voltage, and then this should work. Because we've got to have this for our SSD and our hard drive. And since we got some fans in the MOX codes, probably also need to do the same thing with this one. Okay, GTX 9 Ti guy replied, he said, well, first off, he wants to do a PlayStation. I think I scared him a little bit by mine. But he also said he wants to do the trade-off before dark. So he's a vampire. So, possibly. That would make me scared of him, actually. No, but he would not be a vampire. We can know that he's not a vampire. That's true. I had that backwards. You can borrow just in case. But anyway, do you think 7 p.m. is reasonable? Yeah, if we go south, there shouldn't be too much traffic. And coming back north is already rough, so if we can meet him right when it's hopefully lining up, and getting back here shouldn't be quite as bad. And then hopefully Starbucks guy or RGB LED guy
reported.
would be down
Nearest unit, please respond. Reports are coming in from Little Tokyo.
90 Ti guy can meet right now. He wants to meet before dark. He actually has to be somewhere by 5:30, which is in just over an hour. So I have to go right now. I'm texting him right now that I'm on my way because we're not going to give him a chance like this. Moment of truth. See if my rewiring worked. So info goes in. My hands off of it. Well, I flip the switch.
Mr. Lee's probably in the kitchen getting ready for the party.
Beautiful. Ta-da. Proper voltage recording on all the rails, so looks like we're good. Moment of truth. Beautiful sisters. I actually have no idea what I'm doing.
Lucy, I'm home.
Hey, Peter.
You bring dinner?
Got a little surprise for you.
Is it tasty?
It rhymes with mine Rady PI. Just a hint.
That is gorgeous. It's the Apex 3 and 2.
I know, it's not even like a reference model.
That's beautiful.
It's awesome. And dual channel 8 gigs, 2x4, 1600 I believe. Hopefully it works. It's nothing pretty, it's functional. Hey.
Yeah.
But this is really where it's at.
It was functional.
I think I did that when I got the card too. It was really funny because you know how I kept sweetening the pot. I was like, "You will be rewarded."
Man, was I ever a dork?
To embark on this leap of faith by doing business with me. You know, you'll have a reward or something. And I show up. I'm like, "All right, so you know who Lance Tech is?" He's like, "No." And I'm like, "Whoa." So, and I had to explain to him 5 minutes of scrambling, oh my gosh, what if he doesn't want to do it now? And I'm just talking to him, he's got 4 million subscribers, and I'm gonna shout out your names. I was like, do you have a website? He's like, no. I'm like, do you have a name? Do you have a name? I can say your name. He's like, Evan. I'm like, all right, Evan, great. And he's like, so wait, that's the reward you were talking about? I'm like, famous. Yeah. But he was a super cool guy, so he ended up going through with it. So we got this guy boy. Although Slight catch. It was.
Hey guys, how's the game going?
I didn't have exact, and I forgot to ask him for change. So
Get this guy checked for
20 for it. But I think the blue return the
Well, the important thing is having fun.
Kit that we got at Micro Center, we just barely break even. Okay, so it should be okay.
And your dreams, crazy lady. Want a game, Pete?
Looking good. I even have front panel.
No, too rich for my blood. I'll leave you to it.
FPC's in the house.
Just getting work done.
Sexy. Yes, FreshBooks has actually been pretty useful, helping me keep track of all the stuff that we've been spending. GTX 980 Ti. Boy. I think our strong point is certainly the GTX 980 Ti. I think that's probably going to surprise them. I don't think that they're going to see it coming, and that's sort of what I'm guessing right now, because I feel more confident in the graphics card, in our graphics card, than our CPU. I think that they might have a faster performing CPU, but not necessarily as quick of a graphics card. So it'll be interesting to see how that balances out, how that all plays out when we actually run tests.
Just keep her distracted.
Sure, this does not have a removable drive cage. How long is that?
Yeah, that was the only thing that I was.
Hey, this is my favorite
It's a fairly beefy GPU.
What a nice surprise.
Worst case scenario, we can just hacksaw this
yeah,
out of here.
sure.
It's probably a good
There are some heavy
11, 12
No,
inches.
no, I mean, not yet. I mean, I came to, I just wanted to talk.
Is that?
I know.
Can you?
Okay.
I know.
Wait, seriously?
Oh,
Peter.
no.
There's no way.
Are you in trouble?
Where's
Do you
your
need
rip
money?
No, I mean, I'm a little behind on my rent, but no,
You have
I'm
tools that
fine.
can help you
Girl
out?
problems again, huh?
What?
Not gonna
That's
be clean
great.
enough.
I still wish you
Doesn't have
and
to be
MJ could
clean.
work things
It's fine.
out. She's a great
You
girl.
know,
She is.
aesthetics was not nearly important as.
Cage is really
Cool of you. We'll make some beautiful baby.
It's okay. We'll
Peter.
find a way. We'll fit that sucker in there.
What is it?
It's the last thing we do.
Come on.
It's this piece.
Tell me.
You just cut the end of the shroud off, right?
That might be easier.
Past few
Will it work
years,
without it?
you helping me through college and working here.
I don't know. I mean, it's just plastic, but I mean, I'd rather not do that if we can avoid it.
I just wish there were
I'd
more
rather,
people.
yeah, mess with the $10 case than the
Right.
$300 graphics card.
Yes.
5 years ago, you walked in here.
Wait.
You were inspired by my mission.
I will let you film if I get a picture.
Now it's you who inspires me.
You look like
Thank
someone I
you
know, Ash.
forever. Here's to many more years of service.
Did you know when you were on the phone? Or did you just know when we showed up?
Oh, okay, good. Hold that thought. When we arrived at Michael's shop, I immediately suspected that he knew who we were.
Thanks again for setting all this up.
I just wish I could
I mean,
do more.
this guy was
May's always told
way
me to
too
help
nice.
someone.
Sorry,
You
Ash.
help everyone.
Yeah, oh, no, carry on. Look, they have
Maybe we
water.
should send May to City Hall to have a word with the mayor.
I gotta run. Thanks again for the party and everything. It really means a lot.
He's cool.
Voicemail from Yuri. You should check it outside.
6 months.
Cool. So can you show us the system? That would have been bad.
We get them by the truckload.
Cool. Okay. Do you have wait, was that so it was a 3770, right? Do you have something that'll take a full height graphics card?
I could throw in a case for a little bit extra, and if the motherboard will fit that. You can chop it.
Okay, let's oh, I don't want to do that. That's stupid.
Voicemail from Yuri.
Hey, silent alarm at the
I was
auction
looking for
house
something
Fisk's estate sale just
that could fit a
tripped.
full-size
Could you check it out?
When you were asking for
Quietly?
980? Yeah.
I don't want to make a scene if it's nothing.
Yeah, that's your best stuff.
Fisk estate sale.
Right now, it's hard by
Sounds fun.
7.
Wonder what the Kingpin had hidden in his closets.
I mean, we're pretty flexible if we're allowed to kind of tool around a bit and mix and match. Do you know how to get the side panel off? I'm not demonstrating my my skills here. Oh. There we go. Okay. Potentially a workstation. I mean, really, it's like what we're. Okay, yeah, this power supply won't work with a standard case either, so we got to be careful on that one. So this is a 3770.
I lost track of you at the party.
Yeah, I had to get to the
240
lab.
watt max.
Sorry.
Okay, so our power supply is
Don't
definitely
apologize.
definitely going to be a problem.
I just wanted to tell you how much what you said.
Would you guys happen to be looking for a power supply?
I always
So
wonder if I did
okay,
right
so
by
here's the so the deal that we were trying to do was a dual socket workstation that we were going to get for 300. And then we're stupid. The place we were talking to is in Palo Alto.
I don't know what to
So
say.
clearly, if we're on a budget, clearly plane tickets
I should go.
are not going to work very well for that budget.
Love you too.
So we were going to get that for 300, and then we were going to pair it with the 980 we were going to get from you for 200, and our max budget is 500. However, if we can solely, I've actually got like 6 different 980 Ti guys kind of on the go for around a little over 3, so like 310. So we basically need the rest of the system for 200, which means that if we can't get a 3rd generation Core i7, maybe we could work with you on something not 3rd generation. But we do need a full-size tower that can fit.
Yuri, sit quietly. Better find a back way in.
This power supply looks like junk. This is an i7 2600. So the good news is this is the kind of shop that we were looking for. Wow, that is the derpest heatsink design I think I've ever seen. So, and this might be the proprietariest motherboard. This must be like BTX or something. I don't even think it is, but like this power supply is non-standard. Like there's very little that's usable in here. But if this system didn't work, that could actually work in our favor.
He has a bare 2600.
A bare 2600 CPU?
Yeah.
What about a motherboard though? Do you want to go in there?
We'd have to find an overclockable board.
2600K?
No. You can still overclock this a little bit even though they're not K.
Oh, okay.
That's a thing.
That seems fine. So. I don't know. The Ti, I believe, is 2 of those.
2 of the 8s?
I think so.
I can set you up with a 1 terabyte. I could do a 60 gig SSD for 15.
Well, we don't need a hard drive.
We have a hard drive already though.
60 gig SSD for 15.
Okay.
This I would have to do for 35.
60 gig for 15. Is Windows even good? Windows 10 even going to fit on that? With all the crap on it?
Yeah, I do
Where is the file?
But that still puts us at 195, and we still need a case and a power supply.
Who are these guys?
We have $5.
There's no
$5 case and power supply combo.
We will find the file, or you will die.
Get you guys.
Bad.
No one's gonna notice
They'll kill her if I alert them. Need to pick them off silently.
But you guys holding that thing out,
Yuri,
I'm gonna be asked about
the
this. I've
cyber
asked
alarm
that
was
case
legit.
for a
Masked
while,
gunman and a
so
single
you know-
hostage. Looks like a heist in progress.
Copy that. Sending units your way.
Okay.
Keep the
What if
situation
we
from
find
getting
a
worse in the
different,
meantime.
a different like bare bones to start from?
Sure. Then that'll give us a little more.
Because if we can find something ATX with a decent power supply.
But as far as i7's concerned, that's the cheapest.
Gotta do this quietly.
Can we
Don't wanna alert
start
the
doing
others.
like CPU swaps and swap an i5 for an i7, and as long as they're the same socket, like can we play mix and match? We can move fast if you show us the systems and say do a CPU swap. i5 3470. Oh wait, maybe I did look at this one. Maybe there was a reason though. Oh, the power supply was crappy. Well, we could work with that because they could have a as long as there's a power supply on the test bench.
This looks so
And
cozy.
there's a power supply in the system. Hold on a second. Oh boy, where did I put this? Okay, side panels here. Okay, cool. Where was that?
This one has BIOS support though.
Okay.
I really hope these guys aren't trying to claim Kingpin's territory.
HP Pro
I was
looks
hoping
cool.
for at least a weekend of
You think so?
R&R.
It's shiny and
You
stuff.
like this one? The desktop, the lying down flat one, has a 3770 in it. So we were going to take the chip from one of these
Web him from above.
and put it in there. And take that and put it in here.
Yeah, well, my boss does trust my judgment, so yeah, do your thing.
Okay. Thank you. Your judgment is excellent.
careful.
I think it's excellent too.
I was like, yeah, man, I trust your judgment, so do whatever you gotta do to make the customer happy.
You know what? Luke, you like this one better, right?
I just thought front looked cool.
Thought front looked cool. Okay.
There's pretty much no other reason there.
Actually, yes. This one does look a little roomier, and this one,
And airflow-wise,
if we
they'd
want
be
to,
better.
like an 80mm fan,
They'll see
could
me
just
down here.
walk away, right? If we needed a fan, I think we should take this one.
Okay.
Thanks so much. You've been way too helpful.
My patience wears thin.
Someone else is here. I swear.
Mike, do you have a 92mm fan by any chance? Or 90?
Where are they?
I don't know.
That's an 80.
I don't know. I just don't.
That's an 80.
Move it,
That's an
Pete.
80.
Bad guys are
But
getting
I
ready to be
can't take
bad.
the CPU through that kind. What kind of computer shop is this anyway? You don't have a 92mm fan. I'm taking my business elsewhere.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. Okay, you called my bluff. You called my bluff. We're not going anywhere. Shop the missing boss. Oh, crap. This fan has a proprietary filter connector. What are the odds you have a sacrificial dead fan that I can splice a standard connector onto? I don't ask for much, I know.
Hey, what is that?
If we were gonna go with a 980, I mean, this would be probably the 980. Okay, let me see if I've heard back from any of our 980 Ti leads. Whoa. 275 FTW 980 Ti.
That's it.
That gives us a few bucks to work with.
Buddy,
Power supply.
if I had a nickel for every don't
Priorities, we
move,
got a 980 Ti. I mean, let's try this. But
Are you weighing those for power supply?
well, no, it's like it's a quick way to know what kind of system I'm dealing with.
Same as you.
Like how much they spend on the heat sink and the power
At least
supply, like
Yeah.
and the the overall build of the chassis. It's an indicator, okay? It's not the be all.
I'm gonna join you. I'm gonna weigh some.
It's not the be all and end all, obviously.
Robbie's got you covering a break-in for the Bugle?
Okay, well, I'm gonna start digging out one that I found that looks kind of promising here. I
And it
don't think
wasn't a
we're gonna
break-in
find
until a few
anything
minutes
better
ago.
than what we have.
Let me explain.
Like honestly, that old workstation looked kind of promising, but I mean, do you want to go full ghetto and do 2 power supplies?
We can.
It's kind of been done before, but you got to do what you got to do.
Not effectively.
That's true.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Mary Jane Watson, I am covering
Is it
the
because you're in the sun that you feel the need to
Craig
throw
said we
so
do
much
this tomorrow.
shade right now? Like I just see what I'm calling
Dropping
for.
facts.
I mean, this is a vanquished opponent.
I'm just dropping facts, man.
This is a vanquished opponent, man. It's just, I mean, you're taking all your salt and you're rubbing it right in the wound. Dude, what if we found a power supply in that...
Hold on, guys, I'll be really quick. Right back.
I saw something that's like probably not that far off this. Just the power supply? Yeah. That's $10. Okay. Even though it was in the scrap heap? Yeah.
Sells you for half, but I gotta sell to you.
So it sounds good for
Yeah, I'm gonna give back.
$5. $5 for the scrap heap one from the 771
And
workstation.
if that fails, we don't have enough to buy a power supply.
No, we don't.
So that deal's on the table.
So that's a gamble.
So we maybe sit on it.
Alright, guys, I'm
Could we
back.
come back tomorrow and buy a power supply for $5 off the scrap heap?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So we sit on that. Get the system though.
Get a jump on things.
Okay.
I have some power supplies on my own. Do you guys want to be
You'll have to come back to me.
Right. I have personal.
Okay. I'm sorry. Hey, Craig? No, sorry. It looks like we're gonna have to run something else on the
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe the expressionist
Okay,
juice.
awesome. Okay, but I was allowed to swap these power
You know what?
supplies.
I
Okay.
think I can make today
Okay,
work.
so I'm going
Sure.
to do, you know what? I'm
You're here.
gambling.
No moment like the
I'm going
present.
to take the data.
Thank you.
Okay.
Greg?
I mean, at least it
Never
has
mind.
PCI Express connect.
We're good.
And what I've heard is that
Let's get started.
it's just a range that you get. So if we get lucky, then that might be all we need.
I mean, we're gambling no matter what we do at this point.
Yeah.
What we do, well, whatever we do is going to be a risk. Thank you.
Okay, let's get in.
Bet Fisk saw himself in this.
Liz?
A great man willing to do what others wouldn't.
Where are the...
Dude had no self-awareness.
I mean, yes?
North Hollywood. Okay, so I'll just go. I'll cut straight to the point. We found one. We haven't actually gone to pick it up yet, but it's a little far away from us. But we found one for $275. Is that close to what you were able to charge for it, or should we just go get the other one? You could do it for $250. What kind of card is it? Is it a reference or like a? Could I get the exact model? Sorry, it has a water cooler on it?
He bought the local harbor to cover his tracks and laid off the old staff, including
$250? North Hollywood.
was here now to see how the tables are
Let me just are you wanting to? It's a 980 Ti. Hold on a second. We might have ourselves a deal. Did you want to get together today? Like very soon? My phone just died.
Oh my goodness.
My power just turned off. Oh, terrible.
Next week on Scrapyard Wars.
Okay, so what we have to know then, though, is,
starting at
I see
10,000
there's a little
going
note in the
rising,
box.
10,000 going left.
When did you figure out who we were?
What do you think? You're just talking about blade shooting that.
Those who give their best deserve the best. The season of Audi sales event is here.
Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
I can hear you. Sorry about that. My phone died. I'm plugged into my battery bank now. Okay, $250. We can be there in about an hour and a half. Does that work for you?
A one-of-a-kind Pokemon box.
Beautiful. It's a Mifune? Correct.
That would be
Mr.
about
Fisk
4:30.
Exceptional.
Can I get the exact
Did you
address
know
now,
him
and then
well
I can give you
before his
a
arrest?
more accurate
In
ETA?
a professional context. I handled many of his sales. Let's move on.
Fantastic. Okay, awesome. Let's do a deal. So how much is it total?
We'll go ahead and do the i7.
You said 180 for the i7 system. Why is the hard drive written here? 15 for the SSD, and then what else did we take?
Just wireless for that.
That was it. Really, you're gonna charge me for the fan now?
Hold on, guys. I gotta do something real quick.
Pay for the damn fan.
No, it's fine.
So it's $195?
$195. Okay.
I'm allowed to. I have a window of how much I can charge for these things, and that's pretty standard.
Okay. So then we're good. Because yes, he did figure out who we were exactly. Because your alias is.
You're wearing a
Handy
shirt.
Ash Ketchum.
An email is not supposed to be used for Craigslist. It's just a burner email. It's just a burn.
Nice to meet you.
You need to do pictures.
Can we do that?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Can I trouble you for a picture? Thank you.
But it's cool as long as we bought the system square. Yeah. We can't take an advantage. I really don't think that could have gone any better.
No,
We
not
have a possibly serviceable power supply.
Yeah.
So we got a 3770, 8 gigs of RAM. I really wanted 16 gigs of RAM.
I know, but
It won't help with the benchmarks. You're right. I know. I get it. So we have CPU, RAM, motherboard case, maybe a power supply, and we've got a lead on a 980 Ti for $250 that we are going to start driving to get to right now.
which is insanity, so let's go. I will believe this graphics card when it's like in our system and on and doesn't crash before you run a benchmark. It's $250
Now this exquisite
for 9
piece
TI. And like
exemplifies
he
the
calls
traditional
you,
Tarashikomi puddle
you say
cake.
we have one for $275 that's far away that we are willing to
see why
get.
Fisk liked
Can you
this
price it at the same amount?
Style.
And
You
he
love
says,
the duet.
no, it's cheaper.
Destruction screams.
And it's also water cooled. Like I don't.
I think he just wants to move it.